the first game. We're going to have 2 teams, and we're going to tie to people's ankles. A front person, and Dave, if you want to stand up. You can just hold them on for now. But, so tie them to the front person, to the back person, and then they have to go down the room, pick up an item, and then come back. We'll have them go backwards back. And the idea is, wow, wouldn't it be easier if I could just do it on my own? This working under someone else's constraints is really hard. But really that's...
like a 3-legged race.
It's like a 3-legged race. But the idea is, it'd be easy if I could just do whatever I wanted. But God has things, guidelines of how we're to live our life. And it might feel at times like we're constrained, but as we learn to work together on these things, we're going to be so much better. It might feel like hardship, having to have these things on your legs, but God is at work, and if we learn to follow His lead, then we're going to be a whole lot better off in our life. So that's game number 1, and that, I think for the sake of time, we probably won't do the game. We'll focus on some of the other lesson items, but be thinking about, depending on how many people we have. Right now the numbers are small, so we might do the switch off thing like we did previously. Instead of having 2 separate groups. Last time we went over there, we had 2 separate groups, the younger kid, the older kid, and they did all the activities with separate leaders leading each one. So if our numbers stay small, we might just trade off and say one person's going to be doing this game, because there's 2 games, and then another person will do the other game, and then we'll switch and trade students and do the same game. So Joshua might lead the rope game to both the olders and the youngers. So we'll see how that works out. The second game is we're going to hide 3 cans of vegetables. Vegetables that everyone loves. Beets. Carrots. No blue? Not no blue out there?
I like carrots.
Okay. Green beans?
Yum.
Okay. There we go. So we're going to hide them, and kids are going to go through the audience looking for the vegetables and say, you can use head gestures or something like that, but no verbal direction on where they're at. It's kind of a simple game. In the audience, like there's going to be a participant. There's probably going to be 2. Whoever finds their cans first is the winner.
Like during the service?
No, like during our thing. If we have like 6 kids and 2 kids are out there, we might have them in the room if there's not many kids. So whoever finds their cans first is the winner. The idea is we're going to be using these cans a couple times, and just like vegetables, just because you don't like it and you don't think it tastes good doesn't mean it's not good for you. And sometimes when God is working in our lives, we don't like it, and it's not pleasant, it's not fun, it doesn't taste good, but it's good for you. So that's game number 2, and they go find it. Oh, I won, yay! And then kind of summarize with a little, just like vegetables. And we'll do the same thing later in a little object lesson. Actually.